Welcome back to Nucida Training. How could you use BDD testing or Cucumber in TestComplete? Or how to create your first Cucumber test in TestComplete? I will show you that right away. The Cucumber TestComplete integration helps you to automate Gherkin scenarios quickly, convert BDD-style feature files into automated tests using record and replay or coded scripts, and collaborate easily with stakeholders. It synchronizes updates between CucumberStudio and TestComplete to keep technical and non-technical members aligned. So, it is worth having a closer look at that. First, start your TestComplete and create a new project. So right-click on this project suite, add a new project. Thus, I'm going to create a new project with the name BDD Project 01 and choose the preferred programming language for your project. Here I'm going to select JavaScript and click on OK. After project creation, I am going to select the scenario to get started with the BDD. Just right-click on the scenario of the newly created project to open the menu. Then select the Add option and click on this new item, which opens the Create Project item menu. Here I am looking for the Scenarios menu option. So, here is the project item we are interested in and click on OK. As you can see, there is a little cucumber symbol beside this folder, and it is named Scenarios. So, this is our test item. After adding this test item, we can start creating the feature file inside this scenario folder. For that, just right-click and select the Add a New Item menu item and define the appropriate name of the feature file. So here I am going to give a name as Login Feature and click on OK. Now the Login Feature file is created under this scenario folder, and when you double-click on it, it will open the Gherkin editor where you can see the created steps. These are the auto-created steps with the Gherkin syntax, which needs to be adapted. So now let's write the valid login steps just for the sake of explanation. The scenario would be, let's say, valid login, and when I say it given, I write the application is up and running, and here I would say when user enters valid username, and in the next line user enters valid password, then user should log in and see welcome message. Okay. This is how you create the acceptance test or the feature of your application inside the feature file. This one represents the positive scenario. But you can even create a negative scenario, and for that let me just copy this and I'm going to paste it here, and I will change it to non-valid login. Okay. Of course, the application is up and running, but the user enters a non-valid username and non-valid password. Therefore, the user should not be able to log in and see an error message instead. So, this is how you easily create the acceptance test or the login feature inside the feature file. Now, as most of you guys are aware that real automation happens behind the scenes. According to that, we need an automation script. TestComplete can record the automation and link it to this feature file. So, for that you can click on this Generate Step Definitions button. Another way would be just to right-click onto your Gherkin script, which opens a context menu, and then click here on the Generate Step Definitions option. Once you click it, if you notice here inside the script folder, the Unit 1 file is created, and it has all the functions or the methods which are inside this feature file. Okay. Therefore, all these steps are created as a function and stored inside this script file where you can record or code your automated test and run it as a part of your feature file. You can give the appropriate name here. I will change it to Login Feature. I can keep a track that the functions of all these login features are stored inside this login feature file. If you want to find a specific function associated to, let's say, this step user valid login, then how you can do it? First, just click on the Control button, hold it, and now when you hover over the steps, you notice the steps have turned into the URL, or would say into the link. So, the steps have turned into the link. Now click on one of the steps you are interested in. Once you click on it, it will take you to the associated function. Here you can write the script that will perform the test step inside your feature file once all the functions are populated. That means once you record your automated test inside this login feature script, You can run it from your login feature file, which is located inside the scenario. Just right-click and you can run these steps, or you can just run it. We will see this in further videos. So, for now this is it for this video where you have seen how to get started with BDD and TestComplete. All you must do is just right-click inside your project and just add the new item which is named as the scenario. Once you add the scenario folder, you can start creating the feature files. After the feature file creation, all you must do is just right-click and click on the Generate Step Definition option, which will create the new script file inside the script folder. This folder has all the functions associated to the steps that you have created inside your login feature file or the feature file. And from here you can start recording the test which will run as a part of your BDD test. I hope this video helps you to understand how to work with TestComplete and Cucumber. Of course, there will be more videos about this topic. Please leave a comment in terms of any questions which we would be happy to answer. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you do not miss the upcoming videos with the latest testing news. Happy testing and see you next time.